Candide. It's a tragic comedy. It allows us to laugh and reflect at the same time. Candide was taught to say everything is for the best. They were kind to Candide by letting him get flogged 2,000 times. Asked for death and was taken to the king. Pardoned him for ignorance, or believing everything's for the best. His crush, Miss Cunegonde, is killed. He converses with Pangloss the beggar. He has syphilis. He thinks Columbus for it because he got chocolate out of it. Candide was touched and flung himself. Let him be healed. It was agreed. They sail to Libsyn. Pangloss insists earthquakes are for the best. Miss Cunegonde lives. Two Jews debated who should own her. He said Dr. Pangloss fooled her. So Candide kills the Jews. On Issachar, toilet of the Pope's daughter. Old woman didn't like their attitude. She was rich, fell in love. Her husband died, she was captured by pirates. Then she'll want to kill herself. Hunger. The couple travels together. Holy water healed him. The Baron did not want Candide to marry his sister. Two girls embrace two monkeys. Candide naively excuses bestiality. Turns out, they're gonna be eaten. The combo says because we need to kill our enemies. Candide killed the monkeys. Miss Cunegonde is the Baron's daughter. Candide thought he would marry the Baron's sister. They went to Cayenne. Candide kills the Baron out of self-defense. Applies Pangloss's advice once again. All of life is good no matter the travesties. A country that receives you as you deserve. They came to El Dorado. Don't need to thank God there because they have everything. No one gets sentenced to death. Treated like kings. Had everything there. Used treasure and sheep to buy stuff. They ran out. Other places were not so welcoming. Finally, Candide renounces Pangloss's optimism. Candide easily pays off the overpriced vessel. On the boat, Martin had a pessimistic philosophy. Candide finds a reason to hope when he sees a ship. Martin is not surprised by anything, including bestiality and all types of stuff. Martin didn't like a priest. Candide went to a lady's house. Candide remained optimistic by loss of money. Good tragedy story. Needs to follow certain rules. It's a letter from Miss Cunegonde. Finds out she's ill. She can't really speak. French animal was killed, not killing enough people. Martin and his girl believed that all was misery and deceit, but they were more happy than the others because they saw eye to eye. Double check that though. Candide and Martin went to a palace. Spoke of Italy and other places. Martin says there's some pleasure in having no pleasure. The slave says he knows where Cunegonde is. He disappears. He meets a bunch of kings. Miss Cunegonde becomes ugly. People he killed are actually alive. Fortune saved these people. Pangloss says he can't retract on his belief system. Same way Leibniz cannot be wrong. No one knew that she got ugly yet. Candide no longer believed in the philosophy of Pangloss. Candide no longer cares about good or evil. Pangloss says everything's linked together in the best of all possible worlds because everything's leading up to this moment. The response is let's just cultivate the garden. Ending is saying it doesn't matter whether or not bad or good exists. What matters is living. When you live, don't question whether your living is good or bad. We live because we live. You don't need to philosophize about it. For some reason, I just found this book hard to follow. I was reading with a different translation than this guy Morley. It had a big impact on the course of history in terms of how people think about matters. In that regard, it's a great book, but for my stage in the game, I give this a 6, but probably because I had to read this in school.